Hey, it's Daniel here from RX Smart Gear Australia. Today we're going to be going through the range of RX grips. Okay, we're going to start with the RX Smart Grips. So the RX Smart Grips are a great introductory grip. We explain them as having finger loops on the same side as the grips. With them, when put on the hand, we put the buckle to the outside, and then we have palm and finger coverage. With finger loops rather than finger holes, you link your fingers in, they stand at the second knuckle there. And then with the grip, you see the amount of coverage you have. You don't have to keep the grips on the whole time. You can take those off if you want to, and then you have the band keeper. So you can keep those grips on the band when they're not in use. So with the grips on the hand, you've got the buckle on the outside, the loop down at the second knuckle, palm and finger coverage, and then when you go up onto the bar, we want to encourage the fold. So that fold is going to give you like a ledge, like you're doing rock climbing, a little bit of extra surface area for you to hang on the bar a little bit better. Finally, it's one piece of leather all the way through the grip down to the strap, so there's no weak point at the wrist strap. All right, second we have the Smart AF grips. The difference between the RX Smart grips and the Smart AF grips is twofold. Number one, you've got the finger loops on the other side of the leather. Secondly, you have an ergonomic pattern to the fabric. So you put these grips on the same way, buckles to the outside. There with the fingers, we're going to pop them down to the second knuckle again. And what you see there is you've got that automatic fold. So that fold, rather than having to encourage it with the RX Smart grips, the AF grips is automatically there. Position on the palm, you can see it comes around the thumb a little bit better. It's a nice suede leather. And again, if you want to take those grips off, and keep them in the band keeper, you can. All right, moving on to the MU grips. The MU grips are the first grips from RX Smart Gear with finger holes. MU stands for muscle up, so these are great for strict muscle ups. To see the difference in pattern between the Smart AF grips and the MU grips, there's a little bit of an extra piece of leather down near where you'll get your false grip for strict muscle ups. So again, putting those grips on, buckle goes to the outside. There's no band keeper on these grips. With the band keeper, we've given extra leather coverage, so that's taken that band keeper away because it will get in the way of where you're going to be using your false grip. So leather down by that soft part of your wrist and the heel of your hand to protect the palm, and then from there your finger holes go in. Again, you have that second knuckle position for the grips, so you can encourage the fold. But the great thing about these is you can pull them back, and if you wanted to use them for a front rack position, if you're going to be doing any overhead press, front squats, cleans, etc., you have that extra fabric there and it's not going to stress the wrist strap. Again, you go back, encourage the fold, and that extra protection for that false grip on the muscle ups. Last of all, you've got the Alex Smith Grips 2.0. So there has been an update to the Alex Smith Grips, a little bit of a different design. As you can see with the grip, there's no finger holes, there's no finger loops. You've got the addition of what we call finger flares. Now, when you're going to be using those grips, you can grip them in between the thumb and pinky, or thumb and ring finger, whatever is comfortable for you. Again, putting those grips on, buckle goes to the outside. Now, from there with the grips, a couple of additional points. They're ½ inch longer, so around about 12 millimeters longer, 6 millimeters wider, so 1/4 inch wider, so you've got additional coverage up the palm and across the palm as well. You still have the band keeper, and you still have the neoprene. The neoprene is a lot more comfortable on the wrist. It's stitched in now rather than it being removable, so it takes away a little bit of the bulk that we had on the first edition of the Alex Smith grips. These are a grip without finger holes or loops, so you encourage the grip to go over the bar. So it's basically a flap of fabric over the bar. You get protection for your palms and your fingers there. With all of our grips, there are different points of performances, and people are going to want different grips compared to others. It's up to you to decide which grips are going to work best for you, but we have a quiz online which you can go through to decide which grips are going to be best for you. RX Smart grips are going to be a great all-round grip. The Smart AF grips are great just to keep on the whole time. You can take both of these off during your workout if you don't want to use them on a barbell. They can go into the band keeper. The MU grips are fantastic for strict muscle up work. They're also great for pull-ups in general and barbell work. And the Alex Smith grips are great for whether you want to use them on the rings, on the rig, and if you want to use them with or without a barbell. You can actually not have the grips on the bar when you're using them. So different points of performance for each one. Use the quiz online to select which ones work for you.